Hey, welcome back to the Baco Motorsports Power Hour. I'm Mike Griffith, Californian motorsports rider. Kern County Raceway segment, and I'm flying solo because Mr. Steve Hughes is not here. He was going to be here, and then something came up. He texted me early this morning and said, sorry, I can't make it. And that's unusual because Steve is a big backer of the show and likes to be here because he likes to pump up what's going on in at Kern County Raceway as well as other tracks. And we talked last week with Steve about which race you're going to watch, the Indy 500 or the Coke 600, if you could only watch one. And he said the Coke 600. So among the racetrack operators at Bakersfield Speedway, Famoso, and KCRP, it's unanimous. If you can only watch one, it's going to be the Coke 600. I'm the lone wolf in the whole deal, whereas I would probably pick the Indy 500 just because I spent 15 years of my life back there at the Indy 500. So there you go. So coming up at Bakersfield, we got a couple pictures here of late models. And these are Tom Mock photos. Cody Laney there in a late model. These are at Bakersfield Speedway, but the late models are going to the KCRP is dark this weekend, Memorial Day weekend. They're off on the holidays. And but Cody Laney in a late model, and then we have another shot of Nick Bartels in a late model here. Too wide from Bakersfield Speedway from a race earlier this year, and the late models are going to make their first ever appearance at the dirt track at KCRP on June 2nd. So a deal there. They're running the late models on June 2nd at KCRP, going to run them the following night, June 3rd, at Bakersfield Speedway. As Scott was saying, it's a division that has suffered lately on car counts. It's hugely expensive, really fast, fun to watch on dirt, the quickest bodied car you can watch on dirt, but hugely expensive. And in these times, it's a tough go. But anyway, they'll have back-to-back races. They're racing over at San Maria this weekend on Saturday and Sunday for their big Memorial Day show. So we'll see how many cars show up, and hopefully it'll bolster the field a little bit and get a good count of late models. But they're going to be out there at the dirt track and highlight that show on June 2nd, along with B-Mods, Hobby Stocks, and Mini Stocks. And as far as B-Mods, there's been a couple races this year. Gary Dutton won the first race. Cody Johnson won a B-Mod race there. And Gary Dutton's been on fire. I think he's got 3 straight wins at Bakersfield Speedway. So it'd be interesting to see if he can continue that on in the B-Mods on June 2nd. Hobby Stocks this year, Raymond Nolan Jr. and Tate Loftus have each won a race out there at KCRP. This will be a doubleheader for KCRP because the following night on June 3rd, they're over at the asphalt track with Super Stocks, Spec Mods, Mini Stocks, Bandoleros, Mini Dwarfs, a fireman's competition. And Steve said he not sure what they're going to do on the fireman's competition, but whether it be a bucket brigade or carrying a body or whatnot. But the racers are going to kind of come up with something for a fireman competition. And then at the end of the night, they're going to take Steve's pace car and burn it to the ground. Or, well, maybe he said it wasn't going to be the pace car, but they're going to put a car behind a junker behind a jet car and let the jet hit the afterburners and melt it down. So that ought to be a lot of fun out there. Super Stock racing here. They've had a couple races. Perrin Kuster run the first race of the season out there. Roger Holder got the win there. Roger drives anything that goes fast. He likes to do that. Spec Mods, Jim Coffey and Eric Brust are winners there. Eric with his first ever win in the last race out of KCRP. And on the Legends will be running that night as well. No, I don't think the Legends are running on June 3rd. But anyway, Mini Stocks, you've got Brady Mello and Destiny Joplin have split wins there. And the last Mini Stock race out there was a slam bang affair. So a lot of fun there in the Mini Stocks. But that's what's coming up at KCRP. Off this weekend, but as Steve noted, it's a good time for racers, fans, and staff out there at KCRP. Family weekend, go do whatever you're going to do. They take off Memorial Day weekend. They take off Labor Day weekend. They don't run those 3 days. But after Memorial Day, 6 straight weeks of action starting June 2nd, June 3rd out at there at KCRP. Included in that is a couple of double headers, so plenty of action coming up at KCRP, just not this weekend. So stay home with your family, have some fun, go to the beach, go to the mountains, but enjoy Memorial Day weekend, and we'll be back next weekend with another edition of the Baco Motorsports Power Hour.